Happiness is something we all seek, yet many spend their lives searching for it in material possessions, status, or external achievements. However, true happiness does not come from what we own, but from how we think, live, and connect with the present moment. The teachings of the Buddha offer profound wisdom that helps us cultivate lasting peace and joy from within. By understanding and applying these teachings, we can free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and embrace a more fulfilling life. At TT-Buddhism, we are dedicated to sharing the timeless wisdom of Buddhism through insightful stories, practical lessons, and inspiring teachings. Our goal is to help you find clarity, peace, and happiness by incorporating Buddhist principles into everyday life. Whether you are new to Buddhism or looking to deepen your understanding, our content is designed to guide you toward a more mindful and meaningful existence. In today's discussion, we will explore 9 powerful Buddhist teachings that can transform your perspective on happiness. These principles will help you let go of unnecessary worries, find peace in the present moment, and cultivate a life of gratitude, balance, and compassion. As you read through these lessons, take a moment to reflect on how they resonate with your own experiences. Which of these teachings speaks to you the most? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. Let's begin this journey toward a happier, more peaceful life. 1. Live fully in the present moment. One of the greatest obstacles to happiness is our tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. We replay past mistakes in our minds, wishing we had done things differently, or we anxiously anticipate what might happen next, fearing uncertainty. In doing so, we miss the beauty of the present moment, the only moment that truly exists. The Buddha taught, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. This simple yet profound wisdom reminds us that happiness is not something we find elsewhere. It is something we create by fully embracing the here and now. When we live in the present, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Instead of being consumed by regret or fear, we begin to appreciate life as it unfolds. The warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of a loved one, or the simple act of breathing deeply. These are all opportunities for joy that often go unnoticed. Mindfulness allows us to engage with life fully, bringing clarity, intention, and peace into our daily experiences. Practicing presence does not mean ignoring responsibilities or avoiding future planning. Rather, it means finding balance, being aware of our thoughts while not letting them control us. The more we train our minds to stay in the present, the more we cultivate a sense of deep and lasting happiness. Have you ever caught yourself lost in thoughts about the past or future? How do you bring yourself back to the present? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. 2. Let go of attachments and desires. One of the main sources of suffering in life is attachment. The belief that our happiness depends on external things, whether it be wealth, success, relationships, or material possessions. The Buddha taught that desire is the root of suffering because when we cling too tightly to something, we create fear, stress, and disappointment. We tell ourselves, I will be happy when I have more money, or I will be at peace when I achieve success. But even when we attain these things, the happiness they bring is often temporary, and soon we find ourselves chasing after the next goal. Imagine holding a handful of sand. The tighter you grip it, the more it slips through your fingers. This is the nature of attachment. The more we cling to things, the more suffering we experience when they change or disappear. True happiness comes not from owning or controlling, but from appreciating what we have while understanding that everything is impermanent. Letting go does not mean rejecting the good things in life. It means enjoying them freely without fear of loss. By practicing detachment, we cultivate inner peace. Instead of relying on external circumstances for happiness, we find it within ourselves. This shift in mindset allows us to experience life fully without being controlled by our desires. Have you ever struggled with letting go of something you deeply wanted? How did it affect your happiness? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. 3. Practice right speech, the power of words. Our words have the power to uplift or harm, to create peace or cause conflict. The Buddha taught the importance of right speech as part of the Noble Eightfold Path, emphasizing that we should speak truthfully, kindly, and with purpose. Too often, people speak without thinking, spreading negativity, gossip, or harsh criticism, unaware of the damage their words can inflict. A single hurtful sentence can leave deep emotional scars, while a kind and encouraging word can change someone's life for the better. Right speech involves 4 key principles: speaking the truth, using words that are kind, avoiding gossip, and speaking with beneficial intent. This does not mean we must always remain silent or avoid difficult conversations, but rather we should communicate in a way that fosters understanding and compassion. Before speaking, we can ask ourselves, is this true? Is it kind? By practicing right speech, we create harmony in our relationships and a peaceful environment around us. Our words shape our world, influencing not only others, but also our own thoughts and emotions. Speaking with awareness and compassion strengthens our inner peace and deepens our connections with those around us. Have you ever experienced the impact of words, either positively or negatively? How do you practice mindful speech in your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your experiences. 4. Cultivate gratitude, the key to lasting happiness. In a world that constantly pushes us to focus on what we lack, gratitude shifts our perspective toward what we already have. The Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful." These words remind us that no matter how difficult life seems, there is always something to appreciate. Gratitude is a powerful force that transforms our mindset. When we take time to acknowledge the simple joys around us, the warmth of a smile, the kindness of a stranger, or the beauty of nature, we shift our focus from scarcity to abundance. Instead of constantly chasing after more, we learn to be content with what we have. Scientific studies even show that practicing gratitude improves overall well-being, reduces stress, and increases happiness. One simple way to cultivate gratitude is to keep a daily gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for, big or small. Over time, this practice rewires the mind to focus on the positive aspects of life. The more we appreciate what we have, the more happiness we create for ourselves. What are you grateful for today? Take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear from you. 5. Embrace simplicity, finding peace in needing less. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with the idea that happiness comes from having more money, more possessions, more success. However, the Buddha taught that true contentment does not come from accumulating more, but from needing less. He once said, "The root of all suffering is attachment. The more we attach ourselves to material things, the more we suffer when they change or disappear. Simplicity is not about giving up everything or living without comfort. Rather, it is about freeing ourselves from unnecessary desires and distractions. When we simplify our lives, we gain more time, energy, and mental clarity to focus on what truly matters: our well-being, our relationships, and our inner peace. Instead of chasing after possessions, we can find joy in small, meaningful moments, like a deep conversation, a peaceful walk, or the quiet beauty of nature. Practicing simplicity also helps reduce stress. When we constantly desire more, we place ourselves in a cycle of dissatisfaction, always feeling like we need something else to be happy. By embracing a minimalist mindset, we shift our focus from external wants to internal fulfillment. True peace is found not in excess, but in appreciating and making the most of what we already have. Have you ever experienced the joy of living simply? How has simplicity improved your life? Share your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear your experience. 6. Practice compassion, the path to true joy. Compassion is one of the most powerful teachings in Buddhism, not only as a way to help others, but also as a means to find deep and lasting happiness within ourselves. The Buddha taught that when we act with kindness and understanding, we dissolve the barriers between ourselves and others, creating a connection that brings true joy and peace. Compassion allows us to move beyond self-centered concerns and experience a profound sense of fulfillment by uplifting those around us. True compassion is not just about feeling sorry for others. It is about actively choosing to help, support, and understand. It can be as simple as offering a kind word, listening without judgment, or extending a helping hand to someone in need. When we practice compassion, we shift our focus from our own worries to the well-being of others, which, in turn, eases our own suffering. Scientific studies have even shown that acts of kindness and compassion release hormones that enhance happiness and reduce stress. In Buddhism, compassion is seen as a path to liberation, freeing us from the cycle of anger, resentment, and selfishness. The more love and kindness we give, the more we receive in return, creating a ripple effect that spreads positivity into the world. Have you ever experienced a moment when showing compassion brought you unexpected happiness? How do you practice compassion in your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear your perspective. 7. Embrace the middle way, the path of balance. In a world that often pushes us toward extremes, either indulgence or deprivation, the Buddha taught the importance of the middle way, a path of balance and moderation. This principle encourages us to avoid both excessive pleasure-seeking and extreme self-denial, guiding us instead toward a life of harmony and wisdom. The Buddha himself discovered this path after experiencing both extreme luxury and severe asceticism, realizing that true peace lies in balance. The middle way teaches us that happiness does not come from overindulgence or strict discipline, but from mindful moderation. For example, if we constantly seek pleasure through material wealth, we may become trapped in a cycle of endless craving. On the other hand, if we push ourselves too hard in the pursuit of perfection, we may experience unnecessary suffering. Instead, we should strive to find a healthy balance between effort and relaxation, ambition and contentment, responsibility and self-care. By embracing this principle, we cultivate inner peace, stability, and clarity. We learn to navigate life's challenges with wisdom, making choices that align with our well-being rather than being driven by extremes. Have you ever struggled with finding balance in your life? How do you practice moderation in your daily routine? Share your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear from you. 8. Meditate daily. Cultivating inner peace. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools in Buddhism for achieving inner peace and clarity. The Buddha taught that a calm and focused mind leads to wisdom and happiness, while a restless mind brings confusion and suffering. By practicing meditation daily, we train ourselves to observe our thoughts without becoming overwhelmed by them. Instead of reacting impulsively to emotions, we learn to cultivate mindfulness. Meditation does not require hours of practice or a special setting. Even a few minutes each day can make a profound difference. Simple techniques such as focusing on the breath, observing thoughts without judgment, or practicing loving-kindness meditation help us develop greater awareness and emotional balance. Over time, this practice reduces stress, improves concentration, and strengthens our ability to remain present. A well-known Buddhist story tells of a young monk who asked his teacher, "How can I find peace?" The teacher replied, "Sit still, quiet your mind, let go of everything, and listen." Through consistent meditation, the monk learned that true peace does not come from external circumstances, but from within. By meditating daily, we create a space of calmness amidst life's chaos. Have you experienced the benefits of meditation? How has it helped you in your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear your experiences. 9. Practice self-discipline, the foundation of a peaceful life. Self-discipline, or sila in Buddhism, is the foundation of a moral and peaceful life. The Buddha taught that our thoughts, words, and actions shape our destiny, and by practicing self-discipline, we cultivate wisdom, inner peace, and true happiness. Without discipline, we may fall into harmful habits, make impulsive decisions, or act in ways that create suffering for ourselves and others. Self-discipline is not about harsh restrictions or punishment. It is about making conscious choices that align with our values. It involves controlling our impulses, speaking truthfully, acting with kindness, and avoiding harm to others. When we live with integrity, we experience a sense of inner harmony because our actions are in alignment with our moral principles. The Buddha said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This means that true peace is not found in external pleasures, but in a well-disciplined mind and heart. A well-known Buddhist teaching states, "Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." This reminds us that self-discipline begins with the mind. By controlling our thoughts, we naturally guide our actions toward a more mindful and ethical life. Each day is a new opportunity to strengthen our discipline and make choices that bring us closer to happiness and peace. How do you practice self-discipline in your daily life? Have you noticed its impact on your happiness? Share your experiences in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Conclusion: the path to true happiness. These 9 Buddhist teachings offer a timeless path to true happiness, guiding us toward inner peace, balance, and fulfillment. By living in the present moment, letting go of attachments, practicing right speech, cultivating gratitude, embracing simplicity, showing compassion, following the middle way, meditating daily, and maintaining self-discipline, we create a life filled with joy and wisdom. Happiness is not something we need to chase. It is already within us, waiting to be uncovered through mindfulness and conscious living. At TT-Buddhism, our mission is to share the wisdom of Buddhism and inspire a more peaceful and meaningful life. We hope that these teachings help you navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and bring more peace into your heart. If any of these lessons resonated with you, we encourage you to reflect on them and start applying them in your daily life. Change begins with small, mindful steps. Which of these teachings do you find most valuable? How have Buddhist principles helped you in your life? We would love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to TT-Buddhism for more insightful Buddhist teachings. Your support helps us continue to spread wisdom and positivity. Thank you for being part of this journey. May you find lasting peace, joy, and enlightenment. Wishing you a life of mindfulness and happiness.